And we're back. Ah ha ha ha. I made another YouTube video. And we're here now. I was sitting in my car before I came into my room, and I was thinking to myself, I gotta record another YouTube video. I haven't done this in a minute, and I've been meaning to do it, but not really sincerely, because I didn't do it, and if I meant to do it, I was gonna do it, but now I'm doing it, which is really cool, and we're here now. I didn't really plan out exactly what I was gonna talk about, but in me thinking about what I was gonna talk about, I just thought of something I was gonna talk about. I'm in college. That's crazy to say. Imagine being 18, right? Leaving a high school that you went to since you were in the 7th grade. It's like I went to sleep as like a little kid, and I woke up, and I'm in college now. Like, I'm an adult. I'm literally 18. It's crazy. Even like looking at myself like in the camera as I record this video, I don't really feel like it's me, if that makes sense. That's so crazy to say. I imagine if you're hearing this, you're like, what is this kid talking about? Anyways, starting off in college, I go to UTA. So if any of y'all are, planning to go to UTA, y'all see me. I'll be roaming around campus. I'll be the smallest one in the group, 5'4". Anyways, I'm studying psychology, so that's my major. It's gonna be really cool. I really like it so far. I just experienced my first class on Wednesday for psychology. My class schedule was kind of rough though, no cap. I saw a couple kids from GPFA. I didn't say anything because it was kind of far away and things like that, but yeah, it's very different. But at the same time, it's kind of not. It's interesting because each level of school, like the teachers always say the same thing. They're like, whenever you graduate, it's gonna be terrible. They're like, you think they're gonna play around in middle school? Absolutely not. They'll kick you out. They'll just remove you from the building. They'll say, you gotta go. We're calling your parents right now. And then I get to middle school and it's nothing. It's the same as elementary school. And then I'm in middle school and they're like, oh, you think late work's a game, right? Oh, watch out for high school. High school, they don't play around. They'll just give you zeros. They don't even care. They don't need to pass you. Well, what? And then it's the same thing. Now, college, you kind of pay for the classes, so you've invested, money. So it's a little bit different, but at the same time, all of my professors are super cool. They're super laid back. They really like what they're teaching, which is super cool. I remember being in high school and like having teachers or having people that were in, positions of, I guess, power who weren't maybe passionate about what they were doing. And so there was a sort of dryness to it. But in college, it's a totally different experience. It's super almost inspiring because the people that are actually up there speaking about what they're teaching you, they're very much into it. They're getting their doctorate degree. They've put tens of thousands of dollars into their education. They're writing books. These are like those people. They go hard in the paint. So there's that. So college is just a different experience, but it's amazing so far. A lot of people, it's interesting because you'll see so many people, especially if you go to like a public school, like if you go to like UTA, or you go to, what's another public school? If you go to maybe even community, or if you go to, I think like Sam Houston or other places that are like public schools, San Antonio, I think is another one, UTSA, they have just super high populations of students. It's incredible. It's also odd because there's so many people's like faces, and I'm like a people watcher, and so I'll like be in college and I'll be walking around, and there becomes a point where you're almost shocked that there can be another way that somebody could look because there's so many people, and they each have different looks, different vibes, different energies, different styles. It's incredible. It's almost like people overload. So if you're like super introverted, oh my God, it's super overwhelming. It's also interesting because you get to see who's like super social and who's not. And so there's kind of that weird little like middle space between like being a social butterfly, being kind of introverted, doing that whole thing. So in conclusion, college is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it so far. Mind you, I'm like 3 days deep, you know. But yes, another thing I should note before this video gets like super long is me and my friend Mason are doing a podcast. So that's gonna be a cool thing that we're doing right now. Everybody that was in high school that was like, man, you guys should have your own TV show because they thought we were funny, you know, like young comedians. We're making one. We're making a podcast. So you guys should check that out. He'll have information on it on like his social media. I'll put information on my social media. I'll probably post a little video on YouTube that we are like, oh, tune in. It's gonna be at his house. We're just like talking like regular dudes, kind of like this, except I'm talking to you and you're not talking to me, but I'm talking to him and he's talking back to me. But me talking to you is different from me talking to him and you're watching us, because I'm talking to you, but I'm good at like, how do I word this? I'm talking to you, but you're also me because I'm looking at myself in the camera, so it's almost like I'm talking to myself, just racking my brain. With another person, it's a different dynamic. You feel like there's almost like a weird filter that you have to like get past. So that's different. Interesting. But it's recorded, audio, and video. So we plan to like edit it, put it up as a YouTube video, as well as put it on places like podcasts, like from the little Apple thing, like iTunes. And what's the other one? Spotify and SoundCloud. So that'd be super cool. We talk about a lot of stuff. We'll probably tell a lot of funny stories, you know, because we're young comedians, period. So that'll be really cool. So tune into that, check that out. Keep your ears open. I have Little Ear Gang, so part of that Little Ear committee. So yeah, another thing that I want to talk about is my poems. So I'm kind of in this rut right now of not writing as much, but I almost wish there was like a forum that I could like post my poems on. I may make like another Instagram account. I swear to God, I have like 6. Make another Instagram account and that was weird. It sounded like somebody was calling me, but they weren't calling me. Anyways. I want to create like another Instagram account. I know I have like 6, I feel like. And then just post like my poems. Because I have like some no joke, like some pretty good ones. At least I feel like, you know, I'm a little biased, but I like them. So I'll probably like figure out how I'm going to like post those and put those on a forum. Because that'll be really cool. But I've been kind of like in a rut just because super like transitionary for me right now. So writing poems is kind of hard, and like focusing like artistic energy into one spot whenever you're trying to like fit in to the college world, as well as your work world, as well as your family world, as well as, that's a really cool book idea I had recently. So if anybody steals this idea or you see it on the bookshelf, I thought of it first, you know, just giving you a little bit of a preface. But basically, I'm super inspired by like books like Crime and Punishment, The Catcher in the Rye, psychological kind of books about different dispositions and how they think and if they're super introspective. And basically the book is going to be about how like you compartmentalize yourself into different boxes, and each box that you portray to somebody is different. And so let's say you're at college, you're a little bit more analytical than you usually be, you know, with your family. With your family, you're a little bit more easygoing, lighthearted, funny, witty. Same for your friends or your girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. You're a little bit more lighthearted, and then at your job, you're a little bit more, not aggressive, but precise, and you're allocated in one space. And so I kind of want to separate that book into different compartments of yourself, because I've been watching like videos on like the Bible and how that relates to like psychological dispositions as mass collective groups of people. And so I just find it super interesting how like they allude to like demons being like in your head, and they allude to like God being like having a voice in your body, and X and Y and Z, and how these different parts of you make up you. And so in the book, I think it'd be super cool if you basically separated it into your you, but each character is a different compartmentalization of you, and that's different parts of yourself in different ways, in different scenarios, and how they play out and how they tie together. Kind of focused on one central problem or one kind of event, whether it be everything's crashing down or everything is super successful and there's like a tragedy that occurs or some kind of trauma or something of that nature. That's basically the general form of the book. It's just the idea that it's about one guy and the compartments that he shows to other individuals and how that fits within our world. So that's kind of an idea that I've had recently. I don't know if anybody's ever done it. If they haven't, it was on me. I thought of that. But yes, super cool idea. But I'm also interested in starting to write books, because I think I have some good ideas. And later on in my academic career, I would really want to write books, be a professor, and teach, because I'm a really good communicator, I feel like. And so I guess conversating and making things either simpler or more difficult or easy to understand, or fluid, I guess is the word that I would use, is kind of one of my strong suits that I've noticed about myself. So I hope to kind of do that, maybe be on Barnes and Noble's bookshelves. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, but I'm broaching on almost 12 minutes. I'm gonna continue to make YouTube videos. You'll probably catch me making a video maybe at UTA, something like that. That'll be super cool. So yeah, expect to see me more. I'll catch y'all on that flip.